In today's session, we will discuss and understand the importance of independent thinking. How Lord Krishna, Bhagavad Gita, Vedic culture does not promote sentimental following or blind following. God wants us to think. God wants us to independently think. God wants us to not come under any influence and use our own intelligence to think and make decision in our life. This is Vedic culture and this is Sanatan Dharma. We will also understand this concept from the life of Lord Ram and Sita from Ramayan, some of the episodes. So here Lord Krishna is saying that, my dear Arjun, I have explained to you all kinds of knowledge. So in this Bhagavad Gita, 18 chapter, Bhagavad Gita has only 18 chapters. So now we have come to the last chapter of Bhagavad Gita. That means whatever Krishna has to speak is spoken. And even in the 18th chapter, this is the 63rd verse. That means towards the end of 18th chapter. It's almost like 98%, 99% of Bhagavad Gita is over. So at that time, Lord Krishna is saying, my dear Arjun, whatever I have to speak, I have spoken. Right? So now, you think, vimarshya etat. You think, you use your intelligence, and you deliberate. You check. Deliberate means you check yourself. And then Krishna says, yatha ichchasi. Ichcha means desire or you like. Yatha ichchasi tatha kuru. Kuru means do. Tatha kuru. You should do as you like to do. Krishna is saying, Arjun, you do whatever you want to do. But after thinking, deliberating in your mind based on whatever I have spoken to you. And then you do what you want to do. So in Bhagavad Gita, you can see Krishna is not saying, Arjun, you should simply close your eyes and do whatever I say. Shut your mouth and do whatever I'm telling. This is not the language, culture, body language that we learn from Vedic culture. We accept Krishna as a supreme Lord. He's a God. According to Bhagavad Gita itself, Parabrahma, Parandhama, Paramam, Pavitram, Bhavan. He's considered as a supreme Lord, the final authority. The final authority is not forcing, is not threatening. He's not saying that you must do whatever I'm telling you. No. What is God, the Supreme God is saying? He's saying that you must apply your mind. You must think. You must use your intelligence. Use your freedom to think. And then do what you like to do. Krishna didn't say that, Arjuna, you do whatever I like. You do. Of course, if you like to do that, after you think, that is fine. But first you have to do. So this tells how Vedic culture does not teach sentimentalism. Or it does not threaten people. If you don't do this, you see what will happen to you. It doesn't talk in that kind of a language. It says you have freedom to think. You have freedom to choose. Krishna is saying, if you don't agree to me, if you don't want to listen to me, Krishna is saying that you should fight. Basically, Krishna is saying, Arjun, that you should fight. But if you think after listening to me, and you again think in your mind, if you still think I don't want to fight, okay, don't fight. So Krishna is giving complete freedom. And he respects Arjuna's little independence. So now we are all in the situation of Arjun. That means we all have our own small independence. We have our own intelligence. We have our own thinking ability. So God expects that we use that. We use this. We don't make any decision without thinking, without using our intelligence. We must use our intelligence, which is very important before we make any decision. So there is accusation and allegation by some unscrupulous people and Vedic culture. They say that, oh, yeah, maybe little bit, that thinking is there, but it is only for men. Women don't have any thinking opportunity in Vedic culture. They're all dominated, and simply they have to listen whatever male members of the family or society instruct them. But women in the past, they did not have any independence. They never made any decision. Simply they were dominated. So this is the kind of sometimes narrative the modern people try to give for Vedic culture. Is it really true? Because here Krishna is saying, Arjun, that you should think and then you should take decision. Oh, is it that he's telling because Arjuna is a man? Otherwise, woman doesn't think in Vedic culture. It's not true. Everybody is encouraged to think and make their own decision. And the example we see in Ramayan is Mother Sitadevi making so many independent decisions. Not that she was simply doing whatever Lord Ram was saying, or she was simply doing whatever Janak Maharaj, her father, was telling, or whatever, Dasharath Maharaj, her father-in-law, says. No. She was thinking like Vimarshaitad. She was applying her mind. And she was sometimes disagreeing to powerful men in her life. And she made her own decision. So that tells that how God respects and expects our own independent thinking. One of the occasion that we can discuss is how Mother Sita made her own decision of going to forest with Lord Ram. As we all know, the condition that Kaikeyi put, she never said that Sitadevi should go to forest. That was never the part of Kaikeyi's request. She said Ram should go to forest. She said Bharat should become the king of Ayodhya and Shriram should go to Vanvas. He should go to forest. She never asked that, Sita has to go to forest. This was only the agreement. So even when Dasharatha Maharaj tells Ram, this is what happened, then Ram says, okay, fine. So there is no discussion about Sita going to forest. Nobody is talking, nobody is saying that Sita will go to forest. That was never a part of that agreement. And then, first of all, Lord Ram, Shri Ram goes to Kausalya Devi and informs this. And then he goes to Sita Devi. And so he informs her, this is what happened. Because they were all getting ready for the ceremony of Pattabhishek, the Simhasan, enthroning ceremony. You're going to sit on the throne. So then he informs Sita and he says that, how she should be there in Ayodhya. She should take care of Kausalya Devi and all these things. So he tells Sita Devi. At that time, Sita Devi, she makes the proposal that she likes to come to forest. But Lord Ram does not agree to this proposal. He says, no, how can you come? You're Sukomala, you're so delicate. Your whole life, you've grown up in the palace of Janak Maharaj. Mithila palace, you've grown up. You have never been to forest. You have never lived in the forest. Forest is so dangerous. It's not some picnic we are going. I'm going to stay for 14 years. There are demons. There are animals, wild animals. There are demons. There are no facilities. There are no servants. Nobody is there to talk to you. All those things Lord Ram tells Sita. So Lord Shri Ram's decision was Sita should not come to forest. So this is a very powerful man. In Ramayan, the Lord Ram is very powerful and he is making a decision that she should not come to forest. And then Sita makes her own arguments. She's not simply going to say, okay, you're Pati Parmeshwar, so whatever you say, I will accept. That respect is anyway there. They have a respect for each other in that relationship. That doesn't mean, okay, now what to do? We are in some Sanatan Dharma, Vedic culture. Here only the man makes the decision, husband makes the decision. So you made the decision, so I'm going to, just keep my mouth shut and I'll just listen to you. This is not what we see in Ramayan. She makes her own arguments. She argues with Ram and she gives her own points. In fact, she criticizes Ram and she says, oh, I thought my father Janak Maharaj has married me to a very powerful person. I didn't know he's so weak. She actually, see how she attacks even Ram. She says that I thought my father has married me to a very powerful man. But he talks like so weak. If you think there are many dangers, you're saying you're going to be there. Are you not competent to take care of me? So like that, she makes her own arguments and she convinces Ram that she will also come to forest. So if you think, sometimes people say, to dekho bechari Sita in Ramayan, itna kasht sahin pada unko. How many difficulties Sita has to go through. So many people put her into trouble. She had no opportunity. She had no thinking capacity. No, very powerful woman. Who do you think is powerful? Whoever think independently, whoever makes their own decision, they are called powerful people. These victims, bechara people are those who have no capacity to make decision for themselves. Somebody else will make decision for them. So such people are very weak. But here you see one of the instances that Mother Sita is making her own decision of not going to some picnic or not going to some nice place. She is intelligently, with all the information, with her own free will. Not that somebody forced her. Not that you see in Ramayan, Kausalya is going and telling Sita, you're a wife. You should go with your husband. How can you send a husband alone like that? No, nobody is telling her. In fact, when the information spreads that Sitadevi is also going to forest, everybody is shocked and upset. Upset not that she made decision, upset that how she will be taken care there. No, she should stay here only. She should stay here only so that she'll be nicely taken care. How can we send her? Because they all love Sita Devi. They were feeling very sad that such a nice person, we have to send her to forest. Better let Ram go. No, but she argues and presents her own arguments and makes her own decision and says, I wish to go to forest with my husband, Lord Shriram. Even if you consider that this Ramayana happened thousands of years back, we see examples like Mother Sita making their own decision, having their own freedom. Nobody dominated them. Isn't it? In another instance of Ramayana, we see that in the forest of Chitrakoot, Paranakutir, when they're all saying, now Ravana has made the plan to kidnap Sita. So for that, he has asked his uncle, Maricha, to take the form of a golden deer with the silver dots all over the body. It looks so unusual and very attractive to go and allure the mind of Sita, Ram and everyone. So when they are distracted, Ravana will go and kidnap Sita. At that time, as we know the famous pastime, this Leela, that Sita requests Ram, please go and bring this deer. And then Ram goes. And then after Ram goes, you know how Ram shoots an arrow. And that arrow attacks the deer. And then the demon, that Asura, Maricha, he started crying in the Ram's voice. Hey Sita, ha Lakshmana, as if Ram is in the danger. So by hearing that, now Sita becomes worried and she tells Lakshman, please go and find out what has happened. Take care of your brothers Ram. So then Lakshman actually says, no, nothing has happened to Ram. It's all some kind of a, trick played by some demons. I think we should not go. But Sita argues and makes her decision. It is her decision that Lakshman should go. Nobody imposed on her. No, we will not listen to her. She makes her decision. Some decisions worked out in her favor. Some decision did not work in her favor. Like this. So she insists. She argues with Lakshman. And she tells that you must listen to me. This is my decision. You must go. So Lakshman actually goes. So Sita made her decision. Nobody was controlling her. She was able to think independently. She was able to present her thoughts, whether good or bad, but she was able to present her thoughts and make her own decision. So Lakshman goes. And now Ravan comes in the guise of a sadhu. So he comes and says, Bhavati Bhikshan Dehi, please give me Bhiksha. So at that time, Sita is inside. Lakshman has requested her, okay, I'm going, but at least, please be safe and be inside only, don't come and all these things. So then Ravan comes. Then Ravan is saying, Sita, please come. He says, can somebody give me some Bhiksha, give me some food? Then Sita comes. So then, he's first of all, Sita does not come out. She says, my husband is not there. Nobody is there, so I cannot come. But then Sadhu says, how can you ignore a Sadhu who has come? I'm come and I'm asking you, how can you not give me any response, give me any treatment you should give? So now Sita has to apply her mind. Should I go out or not? Should I deal with this or not? So again, Sita is thinking and taking her own decision of going out with food to meet that sadhu. That Ravana was come in the form of a sadhu. So at that time, did anybody force her? Did anybody control her? No, you have to come out. You should listen to her. No, she thought on her own. At that time, her husband Ram, Lakshman, nobody was there. She was independently thinking and she made her own independent decision. See, of course, in that decision, unfortunately, it didn't go well and, Ravan attacked Sita, kidnapped Sita. But Sita made her decision. So it is not that the women did not have independence in the Vedic culture. They had their independence. It is not Sita was a bechari in Ramayan and who was put into so many types of trouble. Like that's not true. And again, another very important part of Ramayan where Sita makes her own decision is when she is in Ashok Vatika. Ravana has kidnapped, abducted Sita, kept her in Ashok Vatika. And Ravan tells Sita that, you agree to better marry me now. See, your husband is some far away. He is far away. He cannot come here. How will he come? He is alone. He has to cross the ocean and come. It's impossible. And not only that, so he says, see how much I like you. So Ravan is saying, Sita, that see, I like you so much. I took so much trouble to get you, bring you. Right? So better you agree to my proposal. Sita says, I will not agree. And then Ravan goes on talking about the opulence. Ravan goes on talking about the greatness of Lanka, his wealth. How much is his bank balance? How much property he has got? What all power he has got? And how many people are under him, how powerful he is, how grateful. So he is thinking that Sita is like some woman who will get, she's like some gold digger. They say gold digger. Gold digger means somebody who will agree when you tell about your property, how much money you got and how much car and this and that you got. So, acha, you have all those things. Okay, now I'll agree to your proposal. Sita is not that kind of a woman. She is an intelligent, independent thinking woman. Ravana was not a small man. He is a very powerful person in all way. Physically powerful, politically he was powerful king. Not only just powerful king, he was a very rich man. Very rich man. So he's showing his, how powerful he is. He's showing all his Lanka's opulence, wealth. And look at the foolishness of Ravan. He's assuming that a woman like Sita will agree by seeing his status. People say, हम status दिखाएंगे और लड़की को will make her agree. So, but that's not the way the Ramayana talks. You see, Sita is a very intelligent, independent woman. She is able to resist a powerful man's proposal and not come under his influence. And she gives her argument. She tells Ravan how she doesn't care his proposal. To the extent of Ravana's threat, life-threatening. It is not something, old thousands of years back. Today also there are so many Ravanas roaming around in many streets. They will say, if you don't agree to my proposal, I'll put acid on your face. I will stab you. I will kill you. So many things they talk. Same thing, there was a Ravan, right? In Ramayana also doing the same thing. He said, Sita, if you don't agree to my proposal, I will cut you. I will chop you into pieces in my kitchen. And I will have you in my breakfast. This is Ravana's own words to Sita. So he's saying that I brought you. Now I'm giving you some time. 1 year time I will give you. If you don't agree to my proposal to become my wife, to enjoy with me, I will cut you into pieces and I will have you as my breakfast in my kitchen. See, he's life-threatening. Okay, did Sita got scared and she got dominated by Ravana and listened to him? She says, no, I don't care. Look at how an independent thinking woman Sita is. She's not some weak person. She's a very strong character in Ramayana who can think for herself, who can stand up for her values. Right? And next, another instance where Sita shows her very powerful character and making independent decision was when Hanuman visits Lanka. So Hanuman is searching for Sita everywhere. And then, so with great difficulty, he searches and finally locates Sita in Ashok Vatika. He becomes so happy, jubilant, because it was not so easy to find Sita. And now he has found Mother Sita. He was so happy. And so he's now happy that I can go and give back this information to Lord Ram. He's eagerly waiting. He's so sad. He's going through so much of distress of not having Sita with him. So then, he talks to Mother Sita and assures her how Ram is making everything, efforts to actually find Sita and get her back and all that. And then finally Hanuman makes one very interesting proposal. He says, Mother Sita, if you agree, I will take you with me to Lord Ram. Because, he has jumped and he is capable of crossing the ocean. He's so powerful. He says, you're so much because Sita is feeling so bad being away from Ram. And Ram is also feeling very sad being away from Sita. So Hanuman is making one very interesting proposal. He's saying that if you just agree, I will carry you. I'll carry you immediately right now. I will take you wherever Ram is there. So problem is over. Right? At that time, Sita makes again one more decision. Hanuman is another powerful person, right? So he's giving an offer, powerful offer, that right now problem can be solved. What is that? You agree? I will take you. So the problem is over. You're with Ram. But Sita makes the decision. She says, no, I don't want to come with you. I don't want to come with you. I want my husband, Shriram, to come. I want him to come. I want him to come And now Mother Sita, she's aware that it's very far away. It is not some neighbor. So it is not that Lord Shriram is in the neighbor house, so he's just there, you just come. It's not like that. Lord Ram is far away. And in between, one big ocean is there. Sita knows this. And she's telling. And she also knows that Lord Shriram is alone. It's not that he's in Ayodhya. Ayodhya's army is with him. All people are there to assist him. She knows he's alone. Even then she's demanding that my husband should come and take me from here. I am not going to come with you. She just see, she's independently thinking, she's independently making this decision. Again, whether it is good decision, bad decision, that's a separate discussion. But she made their decision, her own decision. I want Ram to come and teach lesson to this rascal Ravana. He has done so many atrocities. He has committed an offense by coming and disturbing a peaceful family and imprisoning a woman without her consent. So I want my husband to come and take me back. That means when Ram told Sita, please be in palace in Ayodhya, be nice, be safe, and be happy till I come back, she disagreed with Ram. When Lakshman told in the Panchavati that better I'll be here only, she disagreed with Lakshman. Right? When Ravan in the Sadhu Vesh, he came and said, no, come out and give me Bhiksha. At that time, she used her intelligence to listen to Ravan. And when Hanuman came and told Mother Sita that I will take you now, you come with me, the Sita disagreed. She made her own decision. That means Sita is a personality who can think, who can take decision, in fact, who can also disagree if she doesn't like. Can we all agree to this? That because she has demonstrated all those things. If this is the case, with this we understand when Ram, after this entire yuddha with Ravan, then now Sita has come, Ravan is dead. Now everybody is happy, Sita has come. Now Ram Sita ka milan ho jayega. Then Ram is saying, nahi, Sita ko Agnipariksha dena padega. So she has to now enter fire. And now all the pseudo-intellectual people are crying. Oh, dekho, Sita ko itna kasht de diya. See how people are mistreating Sita like that. Arey, she was incapable of independently thinking. No, she was doing throughout her life. Then why did she not argue at that time? Already she has argued with Ram. Why she will not stay in Ayodhya? I will come with you to forest. Same way she could have argued. When Ram said you have to do Agnipariksha now, she could have argued and she should have disagreed with Ram. Why should I do Agnipariksha? I will not do Agnipariksha. First of all, we must agree that Sita was an independent thinking woman. And she has made her own arguments in the past, whenever she did not like. So that means when Agnipariksha was given to Sita, if she wanted, she could have said, no, I will not do this. If she wanted, she could have argued and given her arguments. Why she will not do Agnipariksha? But she did not give arguments. That means she was okay with that. It was her own decision to do Agnipariksha. Not that it was forced upon Sitadevi that you have to do Agnipariksha. See how women always treated like this. No. She was respected. Her decision was respected by all powerful people except this rascal Ravana. When she said, I will come to forest, Ram respected her decision. When she said, you should go and be with your brother Ram to Lakshman. So Lakshman also, even though he did not like that idea, but he still respected Sita's decision. When Hanuman said, please come with me, I will take you to Kishkinda where Ram is there, she said, no, I will not come. I want my husband to come. That time Hanuman also respected. Hanuman would have told, no, I am not going to listen to you. I will forcefully take you with me and I'll go. You don't find a man dominating a woman, at least a good man dominating a woman. Of course, Ravana is kidnapping and he is forcefully taking Sita. That you can definitely find. But none of the civilized, educated, good person in Ramayan is never forcing a woman, a respectable woman, Mother Sita, to do anything against her own wish. So with this background, when you understand Agnipariksha, it is very clear that Mother Sita, if she wanted, she could have disagreed. Like she did in the past, but she didn't do. That means she thought and she did it because she understood why it is being asked to do Agnipariksha. She's an intelligent woman. And later, another important thing is when a washerman makes his allegation. He makes his allegation that, Sita was with someone else for 1 year and our king Ram has brought her and kept her here. So at that time, Ram as a king decides that now Sita should not be with me. She can be somewhere else. So he asks Lakshman, please go and drop Sita in the forest. At that time, again in Ramayan, we don't find Sita arguing and disagreeing and making her own. No, I will stay here only. I will not go to forest. You don't find Sita agrees to all these things. And at last, the most important thing is when Valmiki has brought Sita with love kush at the end of Ramayan. And now Valmiki is saying that I oath for Sita's purity. I have done 60,000 years of tapasya. And with that tapobal, with that shakti, tapashakti, I am giving the testimony, or I oath, I give guarantee that Sita is pure. She can be accepted as queen of Ayodhya. At that time, Ram says, yes, I will accept her back. At that time, Sita disagrees and she says, I want to go back to my mother, Bhudevi. She didn't say, okay, now Vyasadeva, one man is saying, powerful man, I will agree. Ram is my husband, is here. No, whenever she wanted to disagree, she disagreed. Whenever she wanted to do whatever she wanted to do, she did. She is an independent, intelligent woman. Please don't try to depict Mother Sita, Sitadevi as one victim, as one weak, as one helpless woman in Ramayan, how always the male or men controlled her life. It is not at all true. That is not Vedic culture. That is not Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan Dharma always respected women and their thought process and their independent decision making. But we also have to understand independent thinking, independent decision making is not some madness. There is a difference between intelligent, independent thinking and some madness, independent decision making. What is the difference? Madness or mad independent decision making is, I don't care. Simply, I want to do whatever I want to do. No, that is not what is Vedic culture. That is not there even for men also. Men, women, whoever you may be. Your independence, your freedom should be reasonable, should be logical, should be arguable. Not that I have some, illogical, unreasonable, unquestionable independence. That is not what is being promoted. So in the name of independence, like today, somebody may say, I have independence, so I will drink poison. Nobody can interfere with my decision. Yes, definitely independence you have, your freedom to drink poison, but is it good? Is it a good decision? It is not good. You can't simply say, I have independence, so I'll drink poison. Nobody can stop. No, we are telling you this is not good for you. No, why are you controlling me? Why are you controlling me? You're trying to control me. You're trying to take away my freedom. Nobody is trying to take away your freedom. Your decision or your freedom, your independence, you are using in a wrong way. That is not correct. Isn't it? So please understand, freedom, independence should be used for uplifting our life, not for destroying our life. Like Ravana was also independent. He used his independence to destroy himself and destroy Lanka. Not for doing anything good. So independence should be used very carefully. But you must use your independent thinking capacity. That is always recommended. It is always promoted. That is why in this shloka, Krishna is saying to Arjun, Iti te jnanam akyatam. Akyatam. I have spoken to you everything. What is good, what is bad, right, wrong. All the things I have spoken. Just because I spoke now, God is not saying that I have told you everything, so you should listen to me. No. He's saying, vimarshaitad. Vimarsha means think. Deliberate. Consider. All possible angles you consider. And then, vimarshaitad. Asheshena, completely. All possible ways. All angles. Then completely think, use your independence. And then, yata ichchasi tata kuru. After thinking, you should do what you like to do. Not without thinking. Thinking is important. So, the Vedic culture encourages us to think. It is not some sentimentalism. Sentimentalism means which does not involve our thinking. I'll just do because of my emotions, because of my feelings. No discussion, no debate, no clarification, no right-wrong thinking, simply emotions. Like some people come and say, oh, I am God, or you are God, or XYZ is God. No, what? Did you think and tell this? No, I just feel like this. This is called sentimentalism. Thinking means you have to have so many arguments. How much arguments the scripture give to establish, first of all, who is God. Forget about, whether X is God, Y is God, that is little later. But whether God exists, how much intellectual discussion happens. How much intellectual, thinking is involved in this, logic. So, definitely thinking is always encouraged. No blind following. Blind following is not good for anybody. Sanatan Dharma is not a dharma or not a culture, not a civilization which expects its follower to be a blind follower. Never expect. They know nowadays they say, oh, this is all andhashraddha. Why should we do this? Yes, definitely don't do anything closing your eyes. You keep your intelligence, you think, you can question. First of all, what is Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita is a question-answer between Krishna and Arjun. Arjun is asking so many questions. He is not simply blindly following whatever Krishna is saying. Krishna says something and then again Arjun asks the question. And what is Srimad Bhagavatam? So much of question and answer between Naimisharanya sages and Suta Goswami. You take any Upanishads, there are so many questions and answers. Nobody is blindly accepting anything. Question is always encouraged. It is encouraged because asking question is a symptom of intelligence. When you ask question, you are being intelligent. That means you are thinking, because to ask question also you have to think. If you don't think, then you have no questions. Sometimes people, we ask, do you have any questions? So people say, I have no questions. So maybe you have understood everything, or maybe you are not thinking at all. So that's why you have no questions. Like animals, they have no question. You see, from last 1,000 years, the cow is eating same grass every day. It is not questioning. Why not pizza? Why not burger? Why not idli? Why not dosa? They don't question. Same food they eat every day, but human beings are not like that. Let's say if I give you every day, same idli. Today is idli, tomorrow idli, day after idli, some 360 days I'll give you idli. You will start asking, why are you giving me idli? You ask in 10 days, you will ask the same. Because human beings have intelligence. They can ask questions. But the cow is not going to ask. Your dog is not going to ask. Animals don't ask like that. For thousands of years, they're eating the same food. They never ask. But we ask not only food, we ask questions in different areas of life. So finally, you have to ask, you have to think, who am I? Who am I? Why have I taken birth? Why do I die? I don't want to die, but why do I die? Why am I becoming old? I don't like to become old person, but why am I becoming old? Why there is discrimination? Why some people are born rich? Why some people are born poor? Why some people are born beautiful? Why some people are born ugly? Why some people are born very strong with good capabilities? Why some people are born handicapped? Why? If this kind of a thinking, asking question, intelligence is not involved, such a civilization is a blind civilization, animalistic civilization, a civilization which can ask questions. Especially today, people should ask questions just for sake of some makana, food and house, and for this much. I'm working morning till evening, I'm working. Saturday, Sunday also I work. For what? Just for some food, 3 times food and some small accommodation in a city, that's all? For that much I have to work this 10 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours. Just for this much. Is it that my life is only this much? Unless you ask this question, you are not using your independence, your freedom, your intelligence. That is not very pleasing to the Lord. If you want to make God happy, you should use your intelligence. So many times Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita. He says, use your intelligence, apply your intelligence. Mayarpita mano buddhihi mame vaishyasi asamshayaha. Buddhihi. Many times Krishna says, use your intelligence. He doesn't say, I am God, I am very intelligent, I am talking, better you listen to me. No. So, we must think, we must use our intelligence, we can question, but when we question, we cannot question arrogantly. We cannot challenge arrogantly. Even if you are questioning, Bhagavad Gita says, Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. There is a etiquette. There is an attitude of submissive inquiry, with respectful inquiry. You can disagree, but you can respectfully disagree. You can ask for more details. You can respectfully ask for more details. Not that arrogance, so much of ahankar, I don't care for you, I know more than you, who are you? No, not like that. That is not a culture of disagreeing. That is not the culture of inquiring. That is not the culture of debating and discussing. There is an etiquette. So in that manner when we do, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, now you think, you deliberate, you discuss, you debate based on whatever I have told you. And then you take your decision. So like that in our life also, simply somebody told you, oh, you all now go to school, college. So we all went to school. We never thought, should I really go or not? Now they said everybody should get a job. So everybody got a job. Now everybody running race. Paisa kamao, earn money. Why? You're not asking question. Everybody said, oh, you do, get married, you get children, you be happy. You're not asking question. Is it really? Is there a happiness in this? Is it? So if you don't think, if you don't ask question, you're not following Bhagavad Gita. You should consider. And whether you're man or woman, everybody in Sanatan Dharma, in Vedic culture, everyone is recommended to independently think, use your freedom, intelligence to think and make your own decision, and God respects our decision. God respects your decision, like the way he asked Arjun to make his decision. So when Krishna told Arjun, you think and make your decision, Arjun thought, and then he made the decision. He said that, Karishe vachanam tava. Krishna, I thought. And now I will do what you want me to do. I will listen to you. So Arjun is listening to God after thinking, not blindly. Isn't it? So that means we are to think and apply our intelligence. So we'll stop here. Granthara Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.